everybody, Wolfle3 here, and welcome back to Hooked on You. This time I'm actually showing the menu screen because I did not continue the game as much as I was aching to try to continue. Yeah, the last video we ended up having a little date with Huntress. Hello, goodbye. Ugh. Get out of here, Trapper. I don't want you here. Thank you. Like I said before, I don't care for the big muscular, oh I have money sort of ordeal. That don't fly with me. Let's get into this. We were over at the campfire. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Hello? Oh, cool. And now everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Oh! Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We were very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Wolfie, do something to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'll tell one. I'll tell one. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. God damn it! Get the fuck out of here. Okay, what type of story do you want to tell? Romance! I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? No. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. It couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. It's soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempted to catch your eye from across the fire pit, except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end here. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I mean... I'll change that. I think. Yeah, because she told story. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else else in the group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. Oh my god, what the fuck is that expression? It's called the bride, or technically, I suppose, the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning on the details of the wedding, who created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lily Koi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo pants and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship. So he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surround the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, or the fiancé, since they had not been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off to the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow it was more beautiful than how it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush, filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossom. Carried by the sweet fragrance of the spring air, the bride, or the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy, fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day the guests gathered at the farmhouse. The fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search of perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. That was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of the individual installments and builds a greater sense of community between the audience and creator. Tell me, if you delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. Fuck you. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid any small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. Okay. You have a fun night and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you just say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? I mean... maybe Trapper and Huntress has way more, but well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak my bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? No! Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Wolfie is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something logically sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. Like she's actively trying to be as appealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is on you at the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for the evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But this is the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening. It's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're going back to excluding Trickster because that guy. Seriously, narrator. That's like one of the things I could agree with you on. You, Huntress. You know, I had a feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Don't eat me! Cannibalistically. I'm shutting the fuck up. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? I don't care. Come here. Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you into something special. What? Am I actually gonna die? You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool, cool, cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Oh, that was in the menu. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. Oh my god. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is... bombs away! You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. Mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. Yes, I have, actually. What would you like? And it can't be a dog, even though I know you like them. There was this ex. They were really into Dobermans, like too into them. So long. So oh. I guess we'll match. I ain't no kitty. A rabbit mask, just like yours, please. That's not really creative, is it? Huntress is annoyed, but then her face lights up. Oh, or wait, is this brilliant? We could use this as a tactical advantage. If there's two of us, we could attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to work on tonight. All alone. In my skimpy pajamas. God damn it. Huntress winks at you. This deserves a celebration. You thump your fist on the table like you're in some old-timey movie about horny Vikings or surly Russian ice farmers. More drinks, more for all my friends. Drinks for all my... Whoa, okay, slow it down. Even I don't have that kind of energy after today. Let's do something a bit more relaxing. Huntress, you got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing your axes or chasing survivors. Maybe just a thought. Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murder's Island. Dwight, I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms? I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms. You point out one that's safe to eat. Okay, sounds easy enough. Oops, that little fella is an autumn skull cap. And after eating one, if the diarrhea doesn't kill you, the liver failure probably will. Fun. Next up, this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point out the one that won't result in the instant death if you eat it. Oh my god. Ruh-roh. You would have just eaten a deadly dapperling, which has a name that is both adorable and, well, deadly. Adorable and deadly. You know, anyone like that? Final question. Which will make you jump for joy? And which will make you vomit until you die? That's a destroying angel. That's very deadly. Are all of these just actually deadly? Very deadly. Not to be confused with the wish-granting angel, which is what you might imagine when you see while you're hallucinating on your deathbed after chowing down on one of these. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers, and let's hope you hunt's better than you forge, because you're bad at foraging. Very bad. Get us all killed, bad. Yeah! Huntress claps her hands giddily. Can I retry this? I gotta see. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you spend time with a forest bumpkin, such as myself. You are a bumpkin. Well, a sweetheart. Shit, I can't save. I don't want to fuck this up. You know, Bumpkin, you're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. I'll demean myself if I want to. He's angry, but also turned on. This, oh my god. We're here, Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. That worried me. I was so worried. The gang's all together again at the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Boy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrator, narrativum. Blah. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Wolfie chooses. Oh god. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with. Oh. Almost like the order does matter. Okay. Why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and reborn anew. You're not intrigued by that. I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least Specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? Oh my god. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Wolfie, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot, also. Everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Jeez. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I really prefer just to tell Wolfie privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Wolfie? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. What? And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods. Proud. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's promo stuff. Or primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. And it's time up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you'll be ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before we run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold on, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. Now it's time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And will it hurt someone's feelings? Someone dangerous? What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere she floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? I would get rid of him. There's not too much there. He gives me goofy comments, at least where I can say shit. But he's just got this thing with the fire. That's my main thing. Peace out, Wraith. What kind of monster eliminates the Wraith? He wouldn't hurt you. Look, I'm here and I'm... Excuse! Nah. And I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from your Wraithy poo. Oh. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person. And how I don't like it. Just give me something, you know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand. Finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. Oh. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You were just like the rest of them. There was no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Wolfie when this is over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh my god, I feel so bad for you, dude. Their own mostly new, what the fuck? Trickster body pillow, the next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because we tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight, knowing that what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette comes back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. Okay. What a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I know I said some things when Wolfie kicked me to the curb, and I just wanted to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. Okay. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Wolfie's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Wolfie's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little bit. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charming, low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish... Really? Kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking to your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. God damn it. Come on! Whatever, I don't care. I'm the Trickster. See you around. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes! Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No! No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in a chair? What's a chair? It's the only thing you're getting wet, all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall left. It's okay. Never. Oh my god. Never mind. What does that mean? You know what it means. The Ocean just went. No, not you too. This wasn't meant to be a conventional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue on the second grade. In the second grade, you cheated on algebra test once. Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question every foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay. Let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end it. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? Let the camera roll long enough? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. 2 days in paradise. 2 days in tropical paradise is more than vacation. Oh god. Anyways, seems like everyone had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. Pull on your beach tire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent to a TV show that you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. Before they walk you over to your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Wolfie. It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and make it out. And you kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiracially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with the killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets. If you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in a friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are, exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiracially again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling her little figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So, are you ready? Of course you're not. But too bad. We're on schedule. I was planning Huntress anyways. Oh god, he is gone. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette, Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, do we have a drum roll for this? No, you don't, but who cares? Wolfie, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. There's such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good. Because I tried to pick a rose and I got an ouchie so I settled for these. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. It's a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Yeah, like getting with Huntress! Wolfie, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? You! You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her kaftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under the flowery dress, probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Ah, you're so sweet. Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first, you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out at the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. I'm sure it's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting really not getting real, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out, no one competing for our love, wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. Haha, took Trapper's yacht. Fuck you. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves, this is a pretty perfect morning, just you and Huntress. Hey cuties. Oh, Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria? And dead bodies? That pesky Ocean always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all the island Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did it get here? Weren't they just at the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice. Oh! Getting a little strong here. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood? You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress's mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks as though it's the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out here. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both, the chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out further. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again, nothing but the caw of seagulls and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. Or me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made the mask you asked for. Oh! I almost forgot. I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reason. Here you go. It's cute. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove? You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. One has become two. Rabbits be multiplying, even in mask form. Let's get back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. Okay. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with the hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. That a narrator only has so much mojo. Yeah, well, I can still make so many fucking jokes, even including my passed on father. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table of the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What did you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Ocean. Stop backseat ominous and narrating. Stay here, don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. Ah, I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? What to do? I'm not gonna freak out. I'm gonna tidy. Clean up. Clean up everybody. Do your share. Half expected a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't. Because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you put her around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinkets and collections. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage dolls parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace, for no reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratch up her shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember when we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like a little idiot. Well, now I know there's something up. The other night while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the other killers' lair and saw them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the objects up. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Yeah. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of Nicolas Cage's masterpiece? You can definitely help me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on the way out the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. A part of you is just wondering how quickly you could get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. I didn't have a crush on Popeye, thank you. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? I guess I'll go to so I'm thinking back to when they were trying to impress me and I saw the statement where it was just like when they were just trying to impress me and the order and what was said before that. But then I'm like, he's always gone. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave due to the whole, trap-based character theme he's got going on. You can rest assured that either one of them or You turn to Huntress for advice. She only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Forced. Underground, I mean, come on. Putting yourself in the ground voluntary, that's just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, doesn't matter. The surface is where you belong. Like us skating, like us skating through the trees. I was over here thinking trappers or wraith. I don't know why. It casts a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter if this is Huntress's domain, you think that'll keep you safe, eh? Well, you thought wrong. As soon as you take the step off the beaten path, it lands in one of Trapper's bear traps. He swore he'd get you. You could hear his mechanical laugh as you bleed out. You stepped in one of my bear traps and I swore I'd get you with it. I just said that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals, and I can confirm he got you. And well, crap. It's fatal. Darn it, Trapper, not again. What? Okay. I'll be back. Underground. Since you could have, no one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But not, you're not gonna die, are you? Ah. I probably should have done this. Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be ripe for traps. However, you managed to make your way along distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bear, or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not bad. You're not all afraid? Who, me? Nah, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. Ooh, it's pretty here. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. Your eyes adjust to the darkness. You see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of our way, or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame. What? A minigame? How unexpected, how playful, how about you play it right now? Find Huntress's shiny lost thing. Peel them eyes, you're on a hunt now. Bad. For a carnival, you'd be walking away with a giant teddy. You did it! You found my lost shiny object! I'm so grateful. I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave, and he's still over in that shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Oh my god. Oh, so you're just a huge perv. Okay, got you. Come on, Wolfie. Let's get to the next place. Oh, I got a pen. We found Huntress's shiny thing, and well, I think it's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all that matters? Yeah. Okay. You've been to Trapper's dank little hideaway, so there's no need to go back there. Which one will you investigate? Okay. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? Are you telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there? It's pretty great, right? Finally, a good chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like these from standing still. But you already know I love good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Go. That damn shiny thing before your immeasurable melts your brain and it runs out of your ears already. Yeah, I called out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So, shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark that you can barely see the step in the front of you. But that's okay, because you got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is already wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse, before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you just totally get sadder the closer you got to the top of the tower? That's me, baby. I've got to share the wealth. And by wealth, I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find the shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. It's a treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. Alright, let's go. Ah, that was a miss. Oh. Yeah, you're totally going a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I noticed, right? I could see a raccoon lick itself from 100 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off of me. Oh. Shiny thing gets... You found a bottle opener? Really? This is the fancy item? Whatever, you're a real team player. Hey! No! Stop! Spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be fine if you just peace out. Yeah! She wants nothing to do with us. Alright. We gone to Trapper. And we dealt with the Black Lighthouse. I'm gonna go here. When you arrived at Wraith's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, Obs. That's strange. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. It's also a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel like you're a part of something much, much larger. I'm gonna go hunt some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it, because it's extremely shiny. Ah, how long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I think. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. A bit of a subject change, but sure. It's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. So you can see a far-off island in the distance. Yeah. Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island. Where all the coolest killers from intellectual properties that we're legally obligated not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. Oh my god, hello. Hi. I said not to name them. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry. He just popped up. He just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on here. I'll have you know I wasn't going to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yep, that's right. The only thing you're looking for, I can't actually find. So, good luck, I guess. Oh, good, a minigame. Haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. All right. Nope. Oh. Oof. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it! So shiny! I knew I could count on you. And that's saying something because I literally never learned to count via my traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but a lady like Huntress deserves what she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I just subscribed to highlights. Okay, so we've done Trapper, we dealt the lighthouse, and then Wraith's location. That leaves Trickster Stage. You arrive at Trickster Stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over red Solo cups. Mosh pits. Tall guy standing in front of you the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only lasted one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. It's a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic balalaika music. What the fuck? Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams has been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. And how do you know about my samples? Somebody is obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Way too harsh, my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it because it's my commentary on a shallow society and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that away. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon. But it just wouldn't be believable. Oh my god. Find me my shiny thing, champion. Oof. Did it! Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fill them so their meat doesn't spoil. That's not what we were getting at, Huntress. Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin. Ooh, that was fun and scary. Good to see the killers are taking their heartbreak in stride, more or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser-known haunts. Boom. Still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate the fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we could head back inside to appreciate it. And you collect a certain other special gift I've been meaning to give you. A special gift? Is it a shiny? I suppose it could be if you oil it up enough. I'm gonna be ill. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit, deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little bit romantic? A little romantic? But you barely even notice. You got other things on your mind. Oh! Okay. You're practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. And elsewhere, neither of you realized that the door was wide open already. Well then. You were incredible. Every time you found one of the objects, my heart beat faster and faster. Your nimble hands, is there anything they can't find? The fireplace is cracking. Your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait. Who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover-up back on. My darling. Oh. An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out, I did. I guess? Who is this? And then when you add my... And when did I add to my vocabulary? This island is really doing things to me. You don't know who I am? What? You expected that that my elk wounds would carry over to my ghostly form? The gods have smiled on me and cleaned me up. She must be in a decent mood if she's ignoring the fact that you're dropping ox bombs all over the place. What? Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. Bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom. What? No, I didn't actually. Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is alright. I was kind of hoping to bang. Of course. Of course it's okay. I give great parent. And just breathes a sigh of relief. This isn't... It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to. But I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person... most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand, and as you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of young Huntress in black and white, holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is likely some sort of hell mouth. Look, that's not an official lore I just like to call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare in the middle into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. Tell me, what are your intentions with my... going to assume daughter? Oh, bunny. That means bunny, but you guessed that already, didn't you? Or by now you got your translator app ready. No! My phone is actually sitting off to the side. Start a family with her. All that's on my mind is family. To forge our own forest dwelling with a brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloody cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you, the one worthy of my Anna, or Anna, however they want to pronounce it. Use it to clean your hatchet of viscera. You take the handkerchief, it's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over her mama. No easy task. Excuse me. My time on this plane is coming to an end. Weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get into logic of this, but yeah, the black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back? I'll have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her 6-year-old. Picture her at 6 years old, lying over her mother's dead body. I'm keeping my good eye on you. Okay. If you break her heart, I'll send you... Oh no, not Baba Yaga. No. No. Do not send me to Baba Yaga. If you don't know about Baba Yaga, I actually ended up being curious at one point and I ended up having to search it up. So, Baba Yaga is a prominent, often terrifying witch in East Slavic folklore who lives in a forest-dwelling, kitchen-legged hut. I'm just kind of looking at the phone real quick. This one. But yeah. A very fearsome witch, basically. Or if anybody who lives in, like, Louisiana, there's also been statements of, like, some people who may or may not know, I know I ended up knowing because of my father, off in Louisiana, there was a woman named Marie Laveau. She's a witch doctor. So, yeah. I mean, I would say, I know it's not the same, but it's just one of those things where it's like, it gives some chills and shivers to some locations and to some people. So, it always made my dad be like, no, I'm not going to there. You try to chuckle good-naturedly, but you should really be afraid. Baba Yaga is no joke. We play shuffleboard every Thursday, and she's absolutely ferocious on the court. Oh, thank you, narrator, for letting me know you have contact with Baba Yaga. Bye. Safe journey home to the realm of the spirits. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in. Never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adorn to the forest clearing for ambiance? or ambiance. You and Hunter stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time for oh my. Okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that. Yes, of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person. Do you do you know what I'd like to do right now with you beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than I ever have before, and there's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her gaze. Does she mean what you think she means? I don't think so. No, she's looking at Dwight and Claudette. Oh, she wants to kill him. Chop up these two fools with you. Sure. That sounds awesome, but maybe we can just hang them up on meat hooks for now. I'd love to get you out of that robe, and murder feels like too much of a distraction. More dessert than appetizer. Huntress laughs, devilishly in agreement. I can't argue with that. You hoist Dwight and Claudette onto meat hooks that have conveniently appeared outside Huntress's cabin. After all we've done for you, we have to keep you so on schedule. If it weren't for us, you'd be wandering around with no activities planned at all. To the cabin, milady? Thought you'd never ask. Are we gonna get spicy? Once inside the cabin, Huntress slips off her caftan, revealing every curve and muscled bod. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment. It's strange. It's a strange new place. You kiss, and yes, if you were wondering, it looks like she's gonna keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. Oh my god. This is part of where I skedaddle. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger maulings? Love it. Dudes crushing other dudes and car crushers? Gotta have it. But hanky-panky? I can't handle that. I can't handle. I'll leave you horny kids to it. Oh my god. Are you really saying bye in, like, French? Jean Amour. I think that's how it is. Jean Amour. But just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I can't. I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look at it. I know it's a thing. I'm gonna explain this. I know it's a thing about Canadian French, because apparently I have some of that. But the Canadian French, my mother is from, like, upstate New York. She has mentioned that she learned French because some of the Canadian French and the actual French is not too far off, so she understood the language itself. And it actually helped me out at one point, because there was actually a customer when I was working at a fast food place, and they came all the way over to where we live. I don't know these people, but they were trying to order, and nobody was understanding them. My mom ends up going over and asks in the French, and she explains to the people who work there, oh, it's this. So, am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you time alone in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. Oh, God damn it. Then you realize that's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me. Hey, friends. Sounds like a real good, sexy, good time in there, but can you let us down? We have to wrap this thing up. The schedule stops for no one, dead or alive. You sigh and shrug. Huntress rolls her eyes. I suppose we can unhook the prey. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating on that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disgusting a broken. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward wraith. No threats from imminent violence from Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees. The grass rustles in the light breeze. And oh look, the other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the final ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps closer to you. My dear, I think that this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt the woods together, and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from being completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I did not see that coming. Wraith starts a slow clap. No one joins in. Typical. Whatever. Love is a concept made up by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats away back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you. It's Trapper. Huntress, you bested me. He turns to you and offers his leathery hand for a handshake. Congratulations. I don't shake hands with losers. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up, and then he smiles. Did not see that coming. You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you completely. I want to kill you mercilessly. But you're right. You're alright. But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. I'm not laughing in her face. And I love you too. Yes, let's move to the Red Forest immediately. Is 12 kids too many? Maybe in this economy, but who cares? Oh my god, you literally are gonna go off like rabbit. Your heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her bunny mask even during intimate times? Yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. The hunger. You've claimed your place beside the Huntress in a quaint. Okay. Oh my god. Huntress lifts her masks, and you finally lay your eyes on her breathtaking natural beauty. You know, the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress has left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. You chase Huntress into the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. The end. One down. Finished the game once through, did you? I dare you. Are you daring me to play it again? Alright! determined to get this finished. But yeah, this is actually kind of a short, fun little game. I loved it. I really, really loved it. And I don't mean the fucking cameo with Ghostface. I mean the fact that how this game was. It was hilarious. I really, really loved it. Oh my gosh. The reason I went with Huntress, like I said at the beginning, is that was my OG. That was actually, like, that was the killer I was usually playing with friends, like, off camera, basically, like, when not recording. I would always do Huntress. And since some of the new killers that came out, I've gotten to where I work a little bit with animatronic. Sort of the same mechanic, but slightly different. But Huntress always had a place in my heart. Not because, like, big, strong, muscle mommy sort of shit, but, like, just the fact that she was always my favorite for years. But yeah. That's Hooked on You. Dead by Daylight dating simulator. Jeez. And I finished on Valentine's, no less. So yeah, I know I didn't say it, but happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This is my Valentine's gift to all of you. And a bit to myself. But whew. I'm probably gonna end up getting more into this on my own time. Try to figure out what else there is. Since this actually was a bit fun. Well, not a bit fun, but a whole lot of fun, actually. It just sucks because my voice kept wanting to go out, and I'm still kind of sick-ish because of the lingering cough from, like, a long while. So I constantly had drinks beside me, or at least more drinks to allow me to talk. But yeah. A whole lot of thanks and love to all the people in the credits. So yeah. That was that. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And this was Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. So, without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Bye!